Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Deniches and welcome back to 1 year 365. I almost said something else there, but yeah, this is 1 year 365, and today we'll actually talk about Valentine's Day. And yeah, is it Valentine's or Valentine's? I think it's Valentine's, right? Uh, yeah, I think it's Valentine's Day or Valentine, huh? How do you pronounce Valentine or Valentine? Uh, I think Valentine's Day, but yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about this because today is 14th of February. Although in my place, anyway, when this video is out, it's actually February 14th at 00 midnight. And yeah, to some people in the Europe, to some people in the America, I feel like your time here is still February 13th, right? So yeah, but still, I'm just gonna do that because it's just my local time, so I don't have to confuse myself. Basically, that's why I did this. So it's a little bit of head start as well, pretty much. Valentine's Day. I'm not gonna make this into mini series or anything. I'm just gonna make this into standalone. Because at the moment, I think I have finished the football, the American football series, and also I think I'm making the superhero stuff as well, like the DIY superhero or whatever the name I will put, in which I will talk about superhero ideas that I have, because I think few days from now there will be Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and people actually wait for this movie, so that's always something, right? Um, yeah, because of that, I probably don't have more time just to discuss about Valentine's Day origin. So that's why I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just gonna do it in one video, one and done. Just gonna check the history. How did it happen? When did it happen? And see about the perspectives of people about this Valentine's Day, pretty much what it celebrates. What happened to Romeo and Juliet or something like that. Maybe there's something explained over here. But okay, let's just start. Um, Also, by the way, this video is created on January 10th, meaning that this has already been made a little bit over a month ago. And which is normal, by the way. I always like to prepare stuff ahead because I kind of don't want to miss any episode of this 1 year 365 because the idea of 1 year 365 is so that I can basically upload every single discussion every single day for 365 days. And this is actually episode 260, which is pretty much we only have 105 more days until this whole thing finished. Actually, 105, that is actually 3 months. Wow, that's that's quick. Yeah, a little bit over 3 months from now. So it will be on March, April, May, and yeah, I think it will be at the final day of May. I think, which is the anniversary of this channel, pretty much. So yeah, this is like the second anniversary project that I did, that I'm doing. So yeah, maybe I will have more project for the third year. I'm not sure though because I'm kind of busy right now. You can kind of tell from this channel that I actually make a lot of contents, and yeah, there's so many videos that I need to record. Some of them has lots of views, but some of them also don't. But I just like doing it. So in my opinion, it doesn't really the number of views that I feel like. I mean, it's obviously it helps the channel. If more people watch, meaning that the video is good, meaning that people will subscribe even more, and help the channel grow. But I'm really committed into doing this 1 year 365. That's why, and also it's only 100 days left. Might as well finish, right? So yeah, that's why. By the way, in short, I do this preemptively, like at least 30 to 45 days before, so that I'm always up by a month, so that I always have contents prepared already so that I don't miss any single day because that's the point of 1 year 365. 1 year, for 1 year, 365 days. Every single day there will be some kind of discussions or some stuff that I will do. Um, yeah. Anyway, let's just start. Valentine's Day, also called Saint Valentine's Day or the Feast of Saint Valentine, is celebrated annually on February 14th. It originated as a Christian feast day honoring one or two early Christian martyrs named Saint Valentine, and through the later folk traditions has become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration of romance and love in many regions of the world. Okay, so originated as Christian feast day, honoring one or two early Christian martyrs named Saint Valentine, and commercial celebration of romance and love, pretty much. Okay, that's the Cupid. We all know the angels of love. I think I'm not sure if that's true or not, but it's always these Cupids, right? If you know, think of Valentines and angels, I feel like this Cupid is always there. What does that say? To my Valentine. Okay, 1909 Valentine's card. Wow, that's actually quite insane. This is actually made in 1909. That is a little over 100 years ago. That's crazy, but okay. Also called, okay, we already said that. Observed by people in many countries. Anglican Communion, okay. Lutheran Church, Traditionalist Catholicism, type Christian, Romantic, Cultural, Commercial Observance. Significance Feast Day of Saint Valentine, the celebration of love and affection. Observances sending greeting cards and gifts, dating, church services, novenas. Okay, I don't know what that means. Date will be February 14th, July 6th, or July 30th for the Orthodox Church. Okay. Frequency annual, obviously, and then okay, there is this picture, Saint Valentine. Which one though? Is this one or this one or this one? I'm not sure. There are a number of martyrdom stories associated with various Valentines connected to February 14th, including an account of the imprisonment of Saint Valentine of Rome for ministering to Christians persecuted under the Roman Empire in the 3rd century. Um, According to tradition, restored sight to the blind daughter of his jailer. Okay, numerous later additions to the legend have better related to the theme of love. Okay, your Valentine as a farewell before his execution. Another tradition posits that Valentine performed weddings for Christian soldiers who were forbidden to marry. Okay. Um, I thought it was supposed to be like some kind of Romeo and Juliet kind of stuff, but apparently that's not the case here. Okay. In the 14th and 15th centuries, when notions of courtly love flourished, apparently by association with the lovebirds of early spring. Ah, that actually makes sense. Oh yeah, I just realized that in few days, I think. Wait, no, December, January, February. Yeah, I feel like in few days we'll actually head to March, which is basically the spring, right? We will start spring, the season or weather or season basically. To finish the winter, we will get to spring, and yeah, it makes sense that the lovebirds of early spring, I guess. Um, it grew into an occasion in which couples expressed their love for each other by presenting flowers, offering confectionery, which is things like chocolate and stuff, and sending greeting cards known as Valentine. So yeah, just a card, pretty much postcard or something. Maybe this on the modern area, probably they like make some kind of what is it like what is it again? Like poster, probably. I don't know. Like if you're chatting, then probably you can just insert emoji, a custom emoji, pretty much about Valentine's, or sending gifts, or pictures or memes about Valentine's. Maybe right? Maybe that's what you're doing. I'm not sure because I don't have a love life at the moment. So well, not really true, but yeah, kind of true. I don't know. But anyway. Um, Valentine's Day symbols that are used today include the heart-shaped outline, yes, doves, yes, and the figure of the winged cupid, okay, which we already mentioned. handwritten Valentines have given way to mass-produced greeting cards. Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, probably something that you write yourself or you draw yourself, or you create yourself. Particularly, I feel like those are valued more than if you just download stuff from internet and then just send that to your beloved ones. I feel like you know yeah, like just made by hand. People always love things that are made by hand, pretty much. Um, in Italy, okay, uh, Saint Valentine's keys are given to lovers as a romantic symbol and an invitation to unlock the giver's heart, as well as to the children to ward off epilepsy, called Saint Valentine's Melody. Okay, that I don't actually know about that, but okay. It's not a public holiday in any country, although it is an official feast day in Anglican Communion. Okay, so it's not a holiday, meaning that everyone still goes to work. I guess that's fine as well because so that they can find with their coworkers probably, and then they said, I don't know, like just give them chocolate or something. That can be a thing, right? Yeah, just like me in my high school, or I think it was in university as well. Like I think yeah, I still remember it was like 14th of February, and then one of my friend like suddenly gave me chocolates. Like yeah, like the female friend pretty much sending chocolates to everyone. I feel like yeah, I guess that's always nice, right? Free treats always nice. Also, yeah, I rarely eat chocolate as well, so that's always great to have that. But yeah, anyway, next, okay, basically pretty much it's not really a holiday. It's just I guess just for a day. Yeah, just for Memoriam Day, I guess, or Memorial Day, or feast day, pretty much. Many parts of the Eastern Orthodox Church also celebrate on July 6th in honor of Valentine, and on July 30th in honor of the bishop. Okay, that's actually makes sense. That's reasonable. History. Okay, here we go. Uh, there is martyrs named Valentine. Okay. Valentine of Rome was a priest in Rome who was martyred in 269 and was added to the calendar of saints by Pope in 496 and was buried in, I mean, on the, okay. Uh, yeah, but I still don't know the origin though. Like, what's really the origin? Is it just because that they were named Valentine and that's pretty much it? I don't actually know like why Valentine is associated with love pretty much. It's not really said here, unfortunately. Okay. It's just for martyr. Maybe it's because they are martyrs, so they actually like honored them. Maybe right. Still not sure though. He was martyred as well. Yes. Okay. Yeah, like there's not really any explanation, like detailed explanation. Uh, okay. Okay, it's just a history about why it is on February 14th so far. Okay. Legends, okay, maybe this one over here. A priest of Rome who was imprisoned for succoring persecuted Christians. I don't know what that even means. I don't know if that will get me in trouble or not for saying. Uh, Contemporary records were destroyed during this century. In the next century, story of that Valentine as well. Um, okay, that is something horrible that I shouldn't say. Okay, that well as well. Uh, what is this? Mm, yeah, it's just something about like in the Rome, pretty much everything. But I thought it's something like Romeo and Juliet, but apparently not. Hmm. Okay. Uh, oh, maybe it's because Rome and then it becomes Romeo. Ah, that makes sense actually. What about Juliet though? This order says that according to legend, Julia herself planted a pink blossom almond tree near his grave. Okay, that's a Julia. But who is Julia though? Maybe Julia is Juliet. I'm not sure. Maybe it has nothing to do with Romeo and Juliet whatsoever actually. But yeah. Um, Still though, I feel like something is there. Folk traditions, okay. Romantic love, connection with the advent of spring. Yep, like as we all know, it was kind of close to spring, right? It's like towards the end of the winter season as well. So, uh, it's basically like celebration of upcoming or incoming spring, pretty much. Okay. Connection with romantic love. Okay, maybe there's something here. Okay, the celebration of Saint Valentine is not known to have had any romantic connotations until poetry about Valentine's Day. Okay, so originally it was never intended for anything romantic. It's just a saint that got persecuted, I guess, or just becoming a martyr. I feel like that's just what happened. So okay, that makes sense now. Okay, well, I mean, it's kind of still weird, but okay. By that, I mean, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why do people then romanticizing uh, the date, right? This Valentine's Day. I feel like it's literally the persecution day, kinda. It's for memorable, I guess. In honorable, it's not really a celebration. Then I'm not sure actually. I'm not actually sure what happened there, but okay. Um, I don't know what any of this means, so I'm just gonna skip and let's go. Yeah, still no thing that I thought what it was, but okay. That is more of that. Okay. Uh, that's actually a long history for that. But okay. Okay. Uh, since the 19th century, handwritten notes have given way to mass produced greeting cards. In the UK, half of the population spend money on their Valentines, and around 1.9 billion euros was spent on cards, flowers, chocolates, and other gifts. Okay, so yeah, if you like to what is it like if you like to I guess make a sale like short term period. I feel like Valentine's Day is probably a good thing because as you can see, you can probably produce like chocolates or accessories or anything that's about love, right? About romantic things pretty much. And I feel like in this month you will probably get lots of order. So if you like to do some business and some kind of stuff like this only for short period amount of time, I feel like this is quite good amount of source of money. You can sell so many chocolates during this time, and people will buy. Just keep in mind that once 14th of February has passed, people will not will no longer search for that, meaning that make sure that you empty your stock before actually 14th of February. Make sure that everything already sold out, because I can guarantee you that after 14th of February people will not buy anything about this anymore, because it's already passed, like it's already for one day. And yeah, so yeah, keep in mind about that if you like to doing that, I guess. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. Hmm. Celebration and status worldwide. Okay. Uh. Huh. Valentine's Day is celebrated in many East Asian countries, with Singaporeans, Chinese, South Koreans spending the most money on Valentine's gifts. Interesting. I thought Asian doesn't actually celebrate this, but apparently I was wrong. Okay, Singaporean, Chinese, South Koreans, they all celebrate Valentine's. Not my country though. It actually is probably forbidden or things, like it's just that religious stuff, right? Which I really don't care if it happens or not. I really don't care. I'm just here for the vibes, pretty much. So it's not my problem, pretty much. Um, okay, in Americas we have Latin Americas. There is Day of Love and Friendship. Okay, in Guatemala, Affection Day. Okay, in Brazil we have Lovers Day or Boyfriends or Girlfriends Day. Okay, in Colombia we have, I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know what that means as well. In the US, okay, obviously the Valentine's Day, right? Okay, African American Valentine School Dance, Richmond, Virginia, 1956. That is 44 plus 23. That is 67 years ago. Uh, that is okay. In the US, about 190 million cards are sent each year, not including hundreds of millions of cards school children exchange. Ah, interesting. Is a major source of economic activity. Here we go, like I said, right? I feel like it's like a one time only, but if it happens it gives a lot of income pretty much. So if you're looking for like a single day or a week of business, I feel like Valentine's Day is always a great one. You can sell chocolate, you can sell flowers, or you can sell a bit of both, like some kind of package or something. I feel like people will buy. I feel like this is a great business model, I would say. But okay, this is an increase from 108 in 2010, and I can only imagine, uh, like this year, 2023, it's probably more than that. Uh, okay. Oh, never mind. In 2019, the number declined. Okay, it's fine. They found three primary reasons: over commercialization, not having significant other, and not being interested in celebrating it. Ah, I see. Okay, that's also fine. I guess yeah, you need to be careful not to overdo it. I guess in Asia, Afghanistan, Flower Street. Okay, and then in Bangladesh, there is this called what is it? Valentine's Day, I guess. Okay, they don't have their own name. Interesting. China, they have Lovers Festival. Okay, interesting. The Night of Sevens. Interesting. Okay, and then in India, there is Adoring Kama Diva or the Lord of Love. Okay, that's something at least. And then what else here? What other country? Iran. Okay. There is also Valentine's Day. Interesting. I thought Iranian was majorly Muslims, but okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway. So yeah. Israel. Okay. Tubaf. Okay. I don't know what that means. Um, in Japan, what is it called? I guess it's just called Valentine as well, I guess. Uh, and then after that, uh, huh, Lebanon, okay. Saint Valentine as well. Malaysia, okay. Uh, okay, it just said, yeah, like I said, it's just another religion do not want this to be celebrated pretty much for their majority population of the non-celebrator, I would say, which is again I feel like it makes sense, but I don't really care honestly, because I just don't really care honestly. I'm just here for the vibes, by the way. Okay. Pakistan, okay. There's also Valentine's Day, and then in Philippines, it's called Araw ang Makapuso, okay. Saudi Arabia, okay. Religious police banned the sale of all Valentine's Day, okay. Remove any red items because the day is considered a Christian holiday, okay. This ban has created a black market for roses and wrapping paper, okay. Yeah, like I said, I feel like again, I don't really care about any of this. It's just your belief, right? But again, I'm just here for the vibes. I already said that multiple times, and I will just commit to it. I don't technically celebrate. I'm just enjoying the vibes from people. I feel like why would you be mad about seeing other people, like sending gifts to others, having, like a love, showing their expression, showing their feelings. I feel like if anything, it's just thing that can make you peaceful, right? Like you see people loving each other. Like what do you want? People to go to war, people fighting against each other. I feel like a day of people just showing love, I feel like it's something, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm just here for the vibes, by the way. Yeah. Also, there's in Singapore, in South Korea, in Taiwan, in Europe. Okay, there's so many Europeans as well. I feel like that'll be it for this one, though. Obviously restrictions. I feel like, yeah, as you can see here in Indonesia, in my country, it's banned because, yeah, because the majority of people living here does not celebrate that. Doesn't actually what is it, isn't really their religion. That's why they just ban this, although maybe they just don't know what the origin of that, just like as I do not know as well. I feel like um it kind of depends on what you mean about the Valentine, right? Obviously, originally Valentine is just to commemorate the Saint Valentines of Rome, because they got became martyrs, and then over time it's just becoming a little bit sparse, I think, with the idea of showing love and romantic interest. I feel like if you only see from that perspective, I feel like it should be fine. If you like, just seeing it from the perspective of people, giving love to each other, I feel like it's a good thing. So if you see it from that way only, then you don't have to commit hate into this kind of stuff. I feel like, but whatever, I just don't care. Again, I'm just here for the vibes. I just like seeing people like sending other gifts. I like seeing people showing love. I just like people being happy in general. So if there's a problem with that, I think the problem is you, actually. So take that with a bit of grain of salt and just run with it, pretty much. But anyway, I think that'll be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's just my take on Valentine's Day, I guess. I didn't know what Valentine's Day originated from. I guess after reading a little bit, it doesn't actually come from the story of Romeo and Juliet. It's just a story about the Saint Valentine's in the Rome. It's just that the people there try to commemorate that, and that's it. That's pretty much it. But yeah. Anyway, a little bit for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay safe, healthy. I will see you again tomorrow with another discussions. I think I might actually continue the superhero stuff, because I think I haven't finished that. I'm not sure though. We'll have to see about that. But yeah. Anyway, until then, see ya.